Hey everybody, this is Limitless KRG9 and we're doing another cool review this week, and this is a classic in a way. It's a 2007 Bandai movie realistic action figure from Spider-Man 3 with Spider-Man and then the symbiote version of the Spider-Man. And I think this is again one of those SIC figures from Takayuki Takeya, a very artist known for his unique sculptures and art style, giving like an organic, mechanical look to his style. And he's known for doing mostly like anime characters and tokusatsu stuff like Kamen Rider or some robot stuff. And so they Bandai with him did movie realistic, a couple, not a lot, just a couple. One being the Batman from the Dark Knight, and then this one being Spider-Man 3, the final one, Spider-Man and Spider-Man Spider-Man or Black Spider-Man. That's what it says right there. Spider-Man and Black Spider-Man. Yeah, so this is from 2007, and I was intrigued the way this looked. This had like I said, to me, it had like a really kind of like cool Kamen Rider vibe to it, the way it looked, because that's his style. And the way the sculpt of these figures are, they look really cool. Just like tape on mine. And of course, I'll tell you how much I got in, where I got in the video. Right there, the posing, all that, it looks really cool. Now, these are not 100% great when it comes to articulation. They have quite amount of good articulation. Like if I give you a number between 100 to, let's just say 1, it's like 60 or 70% almost like okay articulation. There are some areas that kind of lacks. Now, again, these figures are known to break because the joints on these, the pressure on these are so intense that they just give up over time, decay, and break. So let's open this baby up and have, get a better look. Now, right away, it only comes with one accessory, and that being that it is the changeable head, but that's just it. Out of that, it just comes by itself like the way it is. All right, so let's open this baby up and get a better look inside. So the other head that I want to show you has him with his mouth kind of like opening, kind of like Venom, but you can't really tell. And it's because they kind of just let it blend in. It has like a little bit, just very little. I would love it if they actually painted it. Maybe I'll do that myself, but I gotta be really careful and not mess this up, because it looks really cool. But yeah, it's like sort of his mouth trying to pop out. I wish they actually added teeth, the paint, at least painted like the look with the teeth, because I think that would be very, very cool looking. Ooh, dropped it. But yeah, that's the only extra accessory it comes with. But yeah, all right, now let's get a better look at the figure itself. Alright guys, so let's first look at the figure itself. Let's zoom in so you can see the scope of the head itself. So the scope on the head itself, it's really cool. To me, it gives me a vibe like it's like a Kamen Rider, kind of vibe. I really like that, and the see-through kind of like for his visors for his, looks really cool. The scope on this is really, really cool. It's really like kind of like pops out like 3D, and then it has like his web is kind of like a gold effect, because the artist wanted to do his own kind of uniqueness to it, and then the gold, it's actually really cool. Well, it looks like gold to me, but it could be wrong. But no, so gold. And then again, has that kind of like cool, like organic but armored kind of vibe look to it. Like if you're a fan of his work, if you're a fan of, let's just say you're a fan of Guyver, but you're a fan of you grew up watching Guyver, so if you that means you probably have the same interest in style of the like organic armor kind of thing. But yeah, man, this actually pops out. Like I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like it pops out like it was really really cool, really cool. All right, so now let's test the articulation. All right, so let's test the articulation. Now I'm gonna try to be very careful because again, I did warn that they tend to break and give up in paint work because again, this is like 2007 toy figure. So he does have a little bit of a kind of like butterfly joint. He does open up again a little, so you can spread them up a little like that. Now his hands do bend, but you have to make sure this part is facing the front of the hand, the arm, because if it's facing the side, it's gonna put pressure and it could break. Keep that in mind, like that. So you spread like that. Now he does bend. He does have some articulation for his fingers, so you can do the web shooting. He does have a bow joint for his upper chest connected to his stomach. So there's not swivel, it just has a little bit of kind of like bowl, like swivel, but then his stomach connected to his hip does swivel. You guys can see that. He does kick high to an extent. Almost, yeah, he kicks pretty high. He does open to the side, not as much as you guys can see. This is the limit. Again, putting stress on it. His feet does bend. Again, you have to be very careful with these kind of figures because they do break. But yeah, that's how much I want to bend it because I don't want to break it. So you go back, and again, he does have a little bit of an ankle privilege effect. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So that's it. Yeah, and same thing here, to an extent. You gotta be careful, Yeah. So now let's see the black suit. I'll put this on the side. Let me get him. So let's get a better close-up of his face, because he really does look really cool. They both look cool. So his face sculpt is similar to his, being the difference is he's black coated, and then he has a kind of like the web has a kind of like a gun color look to it, and then it's flat black with shiny black, and I actually like that because it doesn't really like that. It doesn't really blend in just one color. It's really smart what they did. They did a chrome black on the web design, and then the outside that has no web is a flat black. What's a black? But yeah, this thing is really cool. It's the same scope as that, but it does pop out less because technically it's just like black with shiny black. And that's why I think they tried doing that to get a little bit more pop out. But because of the, it'd be cool. This was more like a shinier kind of silver, the web, so it could just pop out more, like what they did with the gold with that one, instead of being just silver. I think that's why they did that, to put them apart a little bit more. So this one, his head face part comes off. Let me do that. His face plate. I just say face plate. And then you can replace it with him kind of like opening the mouth, like the venom wants to come out, the creature. You can kind of see it, kind of not. It's just they kind of didn't do anything with the mouth here. You can see the teeth, but they're very, 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 they're kind of like the same color as the web, you could say, but a little bit less toner. So as a result, you can't really capture it. I kind of want to paint it now. It's bugging me a lot. But I gotta be very careful. So I'm gonna have to use a toothpick and just slowly just give it a little more, let it pop out with actual color teeth, so it can just looks more cool, more like scary looking. But yeah. So now again, same articulation as the other one. He does have a same parts and everything. I think he's the same mold. And again, he does bend to an extent. He does have the two main fingers, so you can do web shooting designs. He does have the ball joint. You guys can see that. I'm looking for it. Sorry about that. Again, ball joint, but then you can barely do a lot with it. And then a swivel for here, so it has more effect. I feel like you can turn him out of the way, but I don't want to risk to break. Again, he has the same kind of like effect, spreading his legs, move forward to pretty not high, pretty not bad. He does bend. He does also have like that kind of ankle privilege, and then he does bend like that. And that's it, guys. So you want to see how to, like, again, they're the same figure. They're the same, excuse me, guys. They're the same figure, just painted different way. Man, they kind of have been cooler if they had Spider-Man and then Venom from the movie, because I think he'll be a little bit bigger, bulkier, claws, and then they actually made the teeth cooler. I don't know if they're trying to make Venom like this, because technically the Venom from the Spider-Man 2000, no, the Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3, he wasn't that big. He was just a little bit bigger, but I think that's what they're doing. I think that's what he did. That's why they gave him the teeth, so you can say, oh, he could be Venom. Maybe, I'm not sure. That's just my opinion. I'm thinking about it. But I'm definitely going to have to paint him, because I just, that bugs me. It really bugs me a lot. But he still looks cool, especially if I paint him. It's like they're fighting each other. It's Venom and Spider-Man, you know. But yeah, the back of the design is pretty much the same. Difference in his is inwards. So I'm thinking he is supposed to be Venom in a way. So you can have him as Spider-Man or Venom, because even the symbol of the spider suit is a little bit bigger. So I'm thinking he is. Huh. Okay. And that's it, guys. So let's talk about the good and the bad when it comes to this figure. Now, if you have never collected from this line, Movie Realistic or the SIC, if you don't know, the bad part is that the joints do break and decay over time, and that has to do with sometimes some of the parts when it comes to this figure lines are die cast. So these figures are not. This line of this figure right now, they're not. But there are figures that are die cast, or they just like a hard resin that do, sadly, because of how much pressure, they decay and they break and they just give up. So just keep that. That's the only negativity. I'm a fan of the way the artist does this kind of sculpture and art style, and his own uniqueness to it. The organic, kind of like organic look, but yet like machine or organic, or wearing like a suit that's like an organic look. That goes back to me from Guyver. That's why I fell in love with the kind of style. Sorry about that. But yeah, I really like this. Again, it gives me like a Kamen Rider vibe, like if these were Kamen Riders in a way, and I really love that. Sculpting, paint wise, this thing is awesome. I really love this. It's very, very detailed, especially the faces, the mold on the face itself, on the plates of the chest of the spider, so cool. And the web design is so cool, and the uniqueness how they decided to paint this is really cool. And again, the face expression, the face mask, the way they sculpted it is really cool. I don't know why, but I really like how it looks, especially on him. So where did I get it? How much did I get it for? So I got this through Suyugaya, and if I'm butchering the name of the website, I'm sorry. And that's it right now. And that's the website. And again, I usually go when they have those special deals with free shipping. I think you only have to pay like a service fee of, oh, my bad guys, of like $2 or $3. So I paid exactly, I think 10,146 yen, I think. And if I'm saying that right, or could be saying it wrong, but in US, it's about $67, and you guys can see that's how much I pay for all total together, and free shipping. That's all how much. Now he does not go for that price. He goes for about 100 and up. It's a really rare and hard figure to come by, especially you try getting this through eBay. You're gonna break at least 100 and up. I pay $67 altogether. So I'm very happy. I saw this maybe a couple years ago, photos of this, and it looks so cool. I wanted to get this. I actually saw this through a Hobby Link magazine. These like these thick books. They show you all the hobby stuff of all coming out years. And I saw this years ago. I saw the Batman one, and I saw this. I'm like, dude, it looks so sick and cool. And they usually, that's how you promote like new model kits or new figures, anything hobby related, you know. I'll see pictures of this, and I actually saw these kind of photos. In the magazine. I miss those books. They still sell them. They're really thick and big, but I just haven't bought any. I only bought maybe one or twice, and I think that's why I saw it. So yeah, I am happy I got this. If you're trying to look for this, it's not gonna be cheap. It's gonna be pretty expensive. But once in a while, you get lucky. Maybe they'll restock. Someone will put it really stock on sale on Sugaya for about the same price, so a little bit more. I'm not sure. I hope you enjoyed this. This is Limited KRG, and like I always say, any way to help the channel out, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment, any way to help the channel out. I'll be grateful for that. So adios, and keep on collecting. Bye.